How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Port Vale Career Mode. And before I start this episode, if I sound a bit quieter, that's just... I normally record this when there's no one else in the house, but a lot more often it's going to happen where I will record when someone else is in the house. So I'm going to have to be a bit quieter than normal. Just wanted to get that out of the way. Let's look at the highlights from the month of March. So here we go then, these are the final highlights of Season 1 of the Port Vale Career Mode before we go into the rest of the episode. And this of course is the season finale. I didn't mention it in the intro, but it is the season finale. We're playing against Macclesfield Town in the first game of this episode. Harvey Young going close with a free kick in the first half. And Ryan Lloyd putting one wide for Macclesfield there as well. We go into added time in the first half. Marcus Hall, the midfield Mohawk, winning a header. Will Hill finding Dylan. He takes a shot on, but it doesn't curl quite enough and ends up to the side of the net. We go into the second half now, 55th minute. Macclesfield are coming forward. Hugh Harris wins the header and gives it to Marcus Hall, the midfield Mohawk. That's a fantastic ball out to Will Hill, who has the pace and the skill to get past the Macclesfield defence. He puts one in to Michel Gallo, who takes a finesse shot, curler, and unfortunately for us, it's saved by Taylor, the goalkeeper. Macclesfield coming through now, 66th minute. Blissett, brilliant backheel to Rose, and Rose makes it 1-0 to Macclesfield, which isn't that great, is it really? It's a shame because we were actually doing quite well in this game, and that's how this one is going to end. It's going to end 1-0 to Macclesfield, so it's not a good start to this episode so far. My goal in this episode was to pretty much just finish as high in the table as possible. At this point it was possible for us to reach the playoffs, but we were so far down the table it wasn't really gonna happen, was it? Our next game is away at Grimsby though, and I'm starting it straight from kickoff, so I'm guessing you know pretty much how this is going to go. It's already happened once this season. That is an absolutely outrageous finish from Wes Thomas for Grimsby. 2 minutes in and we're already 1-0 down. Look at that for a finish on his left foot. Curled it, he side-footed it and it curled back in towards the goal. Brilliant finish from Wes Thomas. This is only the 5th minute though, and Joel Wilson got clear on the left hand side. He got a cross in, it was cleared away, and Hugh Harris with a brilliant shot, which was saved by the goalkeeper McKeown. It's thrown out by I think it was O'Donnell in goal, I can't remember. Out to Will Hill, and Will Hill just keeps on running and just keeps on running and keeps on going and keeps on going and has a shot, and it hits the post. It was a fantastic shot really. Didn't have a lot of power behind it, but you know, obviously the keeper stood still. I mean, you know it's a good shot when the keeper stands still, but as you can see here, Harvey Young is clean through on goal. He's not going to miss that. It's 1-1, 31st minute, and Harvey Young is just showing off with that celebration. I mean, come on lads, seriously? Anyway, Hugh Harris there, onto Hall. Hall over the top for Will Hill. That was he didn't quite connect with it the way I wanted it to, but the keeper produced a good save, it has to be said. And then Grimsby hit the bar as well, and that's a penalty apparently. Joel Wilson trying to kick the ball away, ends up kicking Rose in the back. Rose takes the penalty himself, but he hits it over the bar. He tries the Panenka, it doesn't work. And now Dylan through to Harvey Young. And what even was that? I don't even know what the hell happened there. Anyway, we now have Dylan on the ball. Harris, he gets a space, he has a shot, and I think McKeown may have got a hand on that. And that's when I thought, oh, this just isn't going to be my game. I'm not going to win this game. Or was I? Hugh Harris there going on a run. Puts it into Dylan, and he puts it into the top corner, and that is surely game one for us. We've turned it around from 1-0 down in the 2nd minute. We lead in the 2nd minute from time, and Grimsby there, one final chance, Wes Thomas volleying it over, and we get the 2-1 win away at Grimsby. Fantastic stuff. After coming back from that 1-0 loss at home to Macclesfield, it's certainly very uplifting to get that win away from home against Grimsby. We go into a couple of simulated games now. Rochdale at home, which we lose 2-1, and Cheltenham away, which I can't remember what happens. I believe, yes, we draw 1-1, which, you know, that's pretty good, isn't it? We then go into the final game of this highlights reel. AFC Wimbledon, of course, relegated from the previous season, away from home, and Dylan there with some brilliant work. Campbell giving it to Will Hill, who ends up having a shot which is saved by the goalkeeper. In this game I was trying something slightly different. I had Will Hill up front with Dylan and Aidan Campbell on the right wing instead of obviously Will Hill. James Hansen there with a shot which hits the side netting. Appiah putting the ball through to Hansen to Wagstaff. He has a shot and it's wide. I can't really remember what happened in this game. I don't think much more happened. 65th minute, Will Hill gives it to Joel Wilson. Wilson powering through because he's got a bit of pace on him as well. Him and Will Hill on the wings are pretty damn good. Will Hill's header is saved by Sanev in goal. And 70th minute now, Wordsworth giving it to Sibic to Wood. Wimbledon coming forward nicely. Wagstaff with the ball in, and that's a bloody good header that is from Kwesi Appiah, because he redirected the ball and O'Donnell just could not get anywhere near it. He was left on his own, which was frustrating, but it was a great header from Kwesi Appiah. And we now go into the 77th minute, McDonald putting the ball in, and Wagstaff on the volley, and it's a good save from Darren O'Donnell, it has to be said. But that is what ends the game, 1-0 loss to Wimbledon. Let's get back to me when I commentated the live commentary about, I don't even know, about a week previous to this, just after this game against Stevenage, which we end up drawing, yes, 2-2. Let's get back to me in the past. Here we go then, this will be the finale of season 1 of this series, because we only have April and May left to go. There's only one game in May. So I guess we start off with these monthly scouting updates. So I signed up 3 players from those scouts. 4 players. Sauli Vaino, 50, right back, 59 rated, pretty decent. We also have Yuka Samuel, 54 rated centre attacking mid with okay stats. Zaid Ayasha, 48 rated right winger with okay stats. And the big one is Cohen Tremblay, 59 rated, 6'1" centre attacking mid with pretty good looking stats, it has to be said. You can see his potential as well. He's going to be a good player. So here's how the state of this episode is going to go. I think we've got 6 games left of the season. I already simulated against Stevenage and we drew 2-2, so that's okay. I think what I'm going to do is play against Newport, simulate Carlisle and Swindon, play against Crewe, simulate Tranmere, and play against Yeovil. That sounds like a good idea to me. Let's play this game against Newport. And also I thought I'd quickly show you the table as well. We're not going to be doing anything in this league. We've got 46 points, we've got 6 games left. We are 12 points off the playoffs, so I mean it is possible to get to the playoffs, but we need to win 4 of our games, and that would only put us level on points with Gillingham if they lost all of their remaining games, and also everyone else in between lost all of their remaining games. What I'm trying to say is it's not very possible that we're going to reach the playoffs, but let's just finish as high up in the table as we can. Anyway, Newport away, let's go. Also as well in this episode, especially in the final game, like I always do, I'm going to be giving chance to players who I've not really used that much. So in this game, for example, we've got Sean Duffy in goal, who I've literally only just called up from the youth academy because he wanted to play. Jesse Mendes at right back. We've got Luciano Arnos in at centre mid. I did give him a couple of games in the highlights, as you may have seen. Didn't really do much though. And we also have Nicholson on the left hand side as well. And on the bench, as you can see, we've got Elliot Thomas, who again I only just called up from the youth academy as well. Anyway, less talking, more playing. Oh no. Okay, Duffy, what kind of dive was that? He kind of just dove under the ball. He just let the ball go over him and into the net. I need to look at that again. What the hell was that? I mean, it was a good finish from the striker, but did that hit him as well? I swear that hit Duffy. Let's have a look. Yeah, it hit his chest and went in. That's ridiculous. 1-0 Newport. Oh, that could have worked out. Dylan using his strength. Comes to Harvey Young. He needs to get it on his left foot because his right foot is absolutely useless. Arnos. Searching for Hill. Will Hill. Oh. Here we go. Get the ball in. Nicholson! Saved again by the keeper. Why couldn't it have been Dylan on the end of that? He would have probably buried that. That's a great ball from Will Hill in all fairness. Oh, just slightly more into the corner and it would have been a goal. What a header that was from Byrne.
We've had a mobile phone handed in. If you've lost your mobile phone, can you please make your way to reception after the game?
Oh no. Yeah. Sheehan was left all on his own in the box. Newport 2, Port Vale 0. Brilliant. What a flipping block from Alexander that was. With 3 minutes, yeah, there we go. 3 minutes into 2 added time. We lose 2-0 to Newport. It's not that great of a result. There wasn't really nothing to shout about on our end. We had a couple of decent chances, but in the end Newport took theirs and we lost 2-0. Here we go then, simulation. We are playing at home against Carlisle. Let's see, can we get a win? We actually do get a win. Carlisle were only 1 place above us in the table. We have the same points and everything. Wilson and Nicholson getting the goals. Wilson being replaced by Nicholson, and coming on, and Nicholson came on and got a goal himself. Nice! Here we go then, we're at home to Swindon this time, and we've got the second team out this time, because the next game is against Crewe, which I'm going to play. And we've beaten Swindon as well. A 1-0 win, Harvey Young with the goal. This is good. Here we go then, the big one, Crewe away from home. We've got a rubbish referee. Let's do this. Here's Harvey Young. Oh, Will Hill making a run already. Look at this. Will Hill! I thought those were supposed to go in after the new patch. What? Where's the curl? He just side-footed it straight. Crewe just doing some passing around the edge of the area right now. Oh, no. Oh, Alexander, what a challenge, just at the death. Wilson's got on his bike there, I can see him. Get that in. It's to Dylan! Come on! Of all the teams we want to beat this season, Crewe is that team. And we've taken the lead. Come on, Dylan. Riley Drummond is about to make his first appearance for us this season. He's yet to see the pitch, and he comes on against the arch rivals Crewe Alexandra. Imagine if he got a goal, that would be awesome. Another 3 points, our third win on the bounce, and we've beaten Crewe Alexandra whilst doing it. Solid. This is good. This is positive for next season. This is what I'm thinking of. These are positive things to come for this team. This team is getting better. It's pretty much at the level of a League 2 team now. We need to push on from this. We need to do what Leicester did. Get good form at the end of the season and then push on and win the league next season. How's that? We've beaten Crewe 1-0. I'm also going to give the first team a run out against Tranmere because pretty much none of these players will feature in the final game, at least from the start. And a 0-0 draw, and absolutely nothing happened. No substitutions, no yellow cards, no red cards, no penalties, no nothing. Nothing happened. What a dull game that must have been. We've got a training injury. Darren O'Donnell, of all people, the goalkeeper, he's broken his collarbone. I mean, I suppose it's easier to do when you're a goalkeeper, I guess. He's out for 2 months, well 8 weeks, but 2 months. Okay, well, it's not a huge loss, we still have 2 other goalkeepers, and 4 more in the flipping youth academy. We've got an absolute beast here, Daniel Michaels, overall of 50 to 68. He's worth £525,000. He's got a potential of up to 89. I beg he's not a winger, he's 6'2". Other players we've called up from those scout reports include Kasim Doka, another goalkeeper, and it's Daniel Michaels, and he is a winger. He's 62 rated though. That's pretty decent. He's 6'2", which annoys me. They are the stats for me of a centre mid. Maybe not. Maybe a centre attacking mid, or even a striker. Oh, we also called up Zaid Madari. That was the other one. 56 rated, another left mid. But hey, what can I do? So here we go then, the final game of the season at home to Yeovil Town. Most of these players have hardly played a minute. We've got Peter Shaw in goal, Blondeau at right back, Telmo Rodriguez and Broccoli as centre backs, Morgan at left back, whose first name I can't remember, McAvoy and Rob Robertson at centre mid. Rob Robertson is yet to play a game for us this season. Aidan Campbell at right wing, Feeney and Thomas up front, and Liam Barr on the left wing. For players that I haven't used, they're still a pretty decent looking team. Whether he plays well is another question. This could make or break whether some of these players stay at the club. Here's Liam Barr. Rob Robertson. Nice ball. Blondeau. Back into Rob Robertson. I can't just call him Robertson. I have to call him Rob Robertson. It's like I've got a stutter. Here is Rob Robertson. Into McAvoy. Oh! He's basically the alternate Hugh Harris is McAvoy. He's very tall and that's about it. That's why he's so good. He's tall.
The referee has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
Oh no, that's a good... How did he score that? So we've got Dylan Dillon coming on for Feeney. We've got Riley Drummond coming on for Liam Barr, and we also have Aidan Richardson replacing... Forgot who it was. McAvoy, that's the one. Here is Aidan Richardson. Definitely decent at dribbling, judging by that. And there we go. That is the season done and dusted. A 1-0 loss to Yeovil at home on the final day, but you know what? Season over. Good run out for those lads. Some of them will leave, some of them will stay. It remains to be seen which ones will, but yes, some of them you will not see again. So for the next couple of months up to the end of the season, these are the training drills I'm doing. Basically, Dylan Dillon is not a promising player. His potential wasn't very good. So I've just thought, why the hell not try and make him the best he can possibly be? So I've got 3 drills there for him, all attacking based ones. And then also, that's Keith O'Donnell, not Darren O'Donnell, the goalkeeper that's in the first team. That is the one that's in the youth team, Keith O'Donnell. I'm deciding to train him up because I'm going to sell Darren O'Donnell and call him up, and hopefully he can be the first choice keeper. The reason I've chosen him is, well, 1, he's the highest rated, and 2, he's the tallest by far. I like my goalkeepers tall because then obviously, you know, they've got a better chance of saving things. So yeah, that's why I've chosen Keith O'Donnell. I do have other keepers in the youth academy that I will call up as well, but Keith O'Donnell, in my eyes, will be the first choice keeper unless he's absolutely terrible. In that case, then I'll train up someone else. Because we're in League 2, we've got so many opportunities to train up a goalkeeper to a decent enough standard. So that's why I'm doing it. So here we are, the final scout reports of the season, and I'm seeing 2 absolute beasts here. Ossian Leto, don't even know, anyway, and Atu Harkey. He's worth £825,000. What? So let's just quickly have a look at the youth academy we've got right now. Cohen Tremblay looks pretty decent, I have to be said. Marcus White, I mean, yeah, it's okay. Wasim Al Rahman, still yet to become 16. Keith O'Donnell, I'll actually just call up to the first team. He doesn't need to stay in the youth squad. We've got Kasim Doka, Yusuf Al Saeed, as goalkeepers. Zaid Ayasha as a winger, he's 50 rated now. I think he was 48 before when I called him up. We've got Juka Samuel, Sauli Vino. He actually looks okay. He actually looks really good. He could be, he's better than Declan Moore, I'm pretty sure. We've got Atu Joel, who I'm going to release because his potential is not very good. Ossian Leto is a centre forward. Could be just what we needed. We've got Atu Harky, who's 65 rated. He's already better than Blondo. He is the best right back in the club. Okay then, that's a turn up for the books. We've got Oliver Juho, who is 15 and 53 rated. He's a right winger. Hugh Price, who, look at those stats on. I didn't even know that. Look at those physicals. 74 acceleration, 75 sprint speed, 80 jumping and 80 strength. What's his heading accuracy? 60. That's decent for a what, 57 rated player. I'm going to keep him in the youth academy, but he could be one for the future. And Daniel Michaels, who's the left mid. Wait, what was that green star? Oh no, I thought it was greener than the rest. And Justin Olsen, who I've just called up, is another centre attacking mid. Plenty of them. That's the youth academy for this season. I'm now going to end it on I'm now going to go into a squad report and end the episode after that. So here we go then with the squad report. We've got Keith O'Donnell, who we've just called up from the youth academy. He's a 65 overall. Sean Duffy, 62 overall. He's gone up by 1. Emil Hatunen, we've just called up again, and he's 63 overall. Peter Shaw, he's 59 overall, and he's gone up by 4. Darren O'Donnell, who's been okay, he's been starting most of the games, but he's not that great. He's 66 rated, and he's gone up by 6. Declan Moore, right back, had to come in when Blondo was injured. He's 57 overall, and he's gone up by 2. Jesse Mendes, 62 rated, he's gone up by 1. Thibaut Blondo is 62 rated, however he's had a much bigger jump, he's gone up by 10. Telmo Rodriguez, 59 rated, gone up by 2. Craig Byrne, 63 rated, I think that might be the biggest increase, he's gone up by 12. Temistoklis Broccoli, overall of 58, he's gone up by 3. Borislav Vasilev will probably be sold, he's an overall of 58 and he's gone up by 2. Ewan Alexander, he's now 65 rated, he would be a silver card in Ultimate Team, and pace, physical and defending are his best 3 stats, which is all he needs really. He's an overall of 65 and he's gone up by 11. Patrick Alexander is come good, I'll say that. 61 overall, he's gone up by 5. Elliot Morgan, overall of 55 and he's gone up by 4. James Breen, overall of 53, he's gone up by 3. Hugh Harris, one of our best players by far, overall of 67, he's gone up by 6. Harvey Brown, who's probably going to be sold, overall of 59 and he's gone up by 3. Darren McAvoy, still don't know what to do with him yet. He's an overall of 54 and he's gone up by 3 and looks a little bit like Alex Jones. Keith Hogan, he's an overall of 60 and he's gone up by 4. We've got Jonathan Morgan, overall of 57, he's gone up by 3 with some decent pace on him. Okay, decent. Marcus Hall, the midfield Mohawk, overall of 60, he's gone up by 5. Rob Robertson, overall of 53, he's gone up by 4. Joel Wilson, again, all the 60s, he's 66 overall and he's gone up by 6, and he is fast. Michel Gallo, overall of 64, he's gone up by 1. I think he'll get a bit more game time next season. Barry Nicholson, a whole 3 years older than Gallo, but the same overall. He's just 64 overall and he's gone up by 6. Rodrigo Escobar, overall of 58, he's gone up by 3. Liam Barr, overall of 59 and he's gone up by 1. More than likely will be sold. Mason Davies, overall of 54 and he's gone up by 4, will probably be sold. Luciano Arnos, overall of 59, and he's gone up by 1. Riley Drummond, all the 5s this time, overall of 55, and he's gone up by 5. Aiden Richardson, overall of 59, and he's gone up by 3. Fabio Mestres de Mosquito, aka the Mosquito, he's an overall of 61, and he's gone up by 3. Peter O'Byrne, I'm more than likely going to sell, because he's not increased at all in hardly anything. In 5 stats, that's it. That's ridiculous. He's an overall of 58. Elliot Thomas, overall of 51, and he's gone up by 2. Peter Feeney, overall of 56, and he's gone up by 8. Probably will be sold. Aidan Campbell, overall of 59, and he's gone up by 6. Will Hill, probably the main man, overall of 66, and he's gone up by 10. 90 sprint speed, 91 acceleration, 88 agility. What a transformation. He was one of the fastest players when we first called him up. He is now definitely the fastest player in this team. Dylan Dillon, overall of 63, and he's gone up by 14. Pace 77, physical 78. Wow, he's got 81 sprint speed, it's gone up by 16, I've trained that all season. And his strength is 81. His finishing, I've just noticed, is 71. It's gone up by 37. I've overtrained that thing, but it's now at a good level. And finally, Harvey Young, overall of 64, and he's gone up by 4. Quick look at where we finished in the table, by the way. We actually finished all the way up in 14th in the end. We were 19th when this episode started, and I think we went down to 21st at one point. But in the end, we finished with a very respectable 56 points from 46 games. Just 13 points off of the playoffs, which isn't bad considering where we were at the start of the season. But 14th, I'm happy with that. Anyway guys, that is going to end off the episode and the season for this Port Vale career mode. I'll be back sometime with the first episode of season 2, where hopefully we will get a bit further up in the table, hopefully try and get the playoffs, maybe even automatic promotion, who knows, and of course brand new players, free agents and all that good stuff. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying this series so far, make sure to hit that like button down below, of course, smash it, smash that subscribe button as well if you're new and if you want to see more. I'll leave a link to the playlist at the end of the video, it's always there on the Port Vale videos. And of course, if you want to not miss a video, then hit that notification bell, not once but twice, because if you hit it once it will only give you some notifications, if you hit it twice it will give you a symbol where it looks like the bell is ringing, that will give you all notifications. So guys, thank you so much for watching, until next time, peace!
Start thinking again about our time.